Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death.
I did 17 years, homie. Real tears on these words, homie. Hitting staple baloney push-ups and hella top rhyming, hella notebooks with all my rhymes. It's like a map book from where I started. Ciphering, trying to be the hardest on the yard. Some of the hardest rappers gotta never date. We'll never hug they mama, we'll never see they say. I feel blessed, so I rock with my loved ones. I left behind good count times and cold lunch. Yeah, mama, I'm on one. I'm free, ain't no words of expressions. See my smile, that's real, no fake shit. You would too if you seen that the moves was basic. Game made, heartbreak kid. Living in reality, mid-30 with some kid shit. Damn, they like 50 in they clip or better. Boy.
Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death.
Death. What's happening? Good looking out, Matt. You already know, boy. You already know, boy. Good looking. Remember, I've been gave you a name, Mr. Consistent. Mr. Consistent, because I truly know that if you can, you will. You've showed it many times. CB, what's happening? Troops and things. Wolf Walker. Wakizi. What's up, Rich? Stoner chick. I ain't gonna lie, I had to take the Browns to the Super Bowl, but I'm looking in the background like, damn. Everybody posting up this morning. Shit, you better have something good to talk about. Shit. So, this particular morning, I'm going to let y'all ask the questions. And I'm going to ramble off of y'all questions. I'm going to rant off of y'all question. But I ain't doing it till I'm done rolling. I just feel, I'll be hearing the Cheers theme song. When I see y'all in the comments. And y'all greet each other. I swear that's just like coming to the yard. When you come in the yard, you mandatory. Not mandatory, not all races, but for the most part, when you first hit the yard, you gotta literally check in. Not check in like check in, but you gotta report the beginning of the yard and at the end of the yard. So in the beginning, when you see the cordials and things, that's like they just opened up the yard. You know, and then when they open up the yard, here's the purpose of it all. When they open the yard up, you have a designated spot. From that designated spot, you got to wait until they're done releasing all the buildings. So you know exactly everybody that's coming out. Everybody's accounted for. That's what that is for. Everybody's accounted for. Then, once the last building is out, have fun. But when the yard is over, come back. So everybody is accounted for. They probably do that shit in the military, too. It's just a different form. Oh shit, I'm out of wax. Definitely out of wax. Some of my bitch. What the fuck? I keep forgetting my Google password. You are not alone. I am here. Now, for real, I'm horrible with passwords. I am plain the fuck not normal with passwords. I forget them motherfuckers. But I have a suggestion for you. Certain key passwords, I relate them to people. Like a good memory or something like that. And that help you remember. I appreciate you, CB, all day. Happy Monday to you, Smack. I ain't gonna lie, right? I'm about to violate everything. I'm about to violate everything. And just tell the fucking truth. I'm gonna just fucking do it. And she's just gonna have to be mad at me. She's just gonna have to be mad at me. I'm sorry. My cheapness shines through sometimes. Shines through sometimes. And I be acting like a nigga who ain't never had shit. So, it's our anniversary. Y'all knew that. Literally, it's our anniversary. So, we at this dinner. And my thing is, order whatever you want, right? You want to pick the right restaurant before you say a statement like that. Oh, shit. Sorry to hear that, Drews. Sorry to hear that, man. That's messed up because that's very rare that you hear that the grandma passes before the grandpa. Grandpa normally is the first. So, man, shout out, condolences to them. So, anyhow. So, if you're going to make a statement, like get whatever you want, just make sure you at the right restaurant that your pockets can reflect what you want and what you don't want. All I know is when that motherfucking bill came, I got everything I asked for and then some. and the funny part, this is a 5-star restaurant. 5-star restaurant. And there's only one time in my life that we paid more than what I paid yesterday for this meal. And like I say, she's worth every penny. But then when that motherfucking tab came, I was like, ooh. She was like, I'm ready for dessert. I was like, what they gonna have? A $40 cheesecake? A $40 cheesecake? So I apologize for letting I apologize for letting my cheek. Hold on. I almost threw up. All right. Nope, I still might throw up. Not in front of y'all though. Memories are priceless. The checks will be forgotten. My guy. my God. Third sip. Check. Do you feel me? Check. Do you feel me? CBZ. Good looking. What's the name of that movie? It's a movie with Rock. I think it's Rock. Anyhow, but the dude Rock was about to beat on him. He was like, Rock, he was like, it's me, baby, T-Weezy. The hell movie was that? It's me, T-Weezy. Hey, that right there, that's exactly how I felt. That's how I felt. Like, I'm just happy to be able to do it one time. So let me flip it on y'all. What is the most extravagant thing, place, or memory you got on your anniversary? Anybody got any funny or anniversary stories, or funny places they've been, or memorable things? Because I don't want to get older-ish, and not be able to remember anniversaries. Trap Boda, what is it, Boda? But it's very important to create them memories, to be honest with you. I'm telling you, shit, some of us be having so many things going on in a day that shit get lost in the shuffle. And I'm the type of person, cheap is as cheap does. I'm so cheap, I don't even know how to go shopping at times. For real. Like, I had the money and won't go shopping, clothes shopping and shit. I still got a pair of shorts from 2015. But sometimes I do give in. Sometimes. But I hate stopping to get gas while I'm driving. I hate stopping to use the bathroom while I'm driving. I wish they had a drive out, like a drive out button where you could be driving and not have to stop and use the bathroom. And I'm not talking about a bottle. But I'm just saying, I wish they had something like a button that automatically connect to a little dirt when you're driving and just and they just see the trail coming out. They probably do got some shit like that. Banana Backwoods. The day they came back, I was on them. But I don't remember Banana Backwoods ever. I never seen them. So I don't know if they coming back. I know they coming strong with a vengeance. But let me ask her. Let me see. I don't want to put out no misinformation. Latrell Sprewell turned down 3 years for $21 million and said it wasn't enough. And he never shot another three-pointer in the NBA. That was a side note. Images of banana backwoods.
All right, pictures of bananas.
Oh, shit. Them look good. Them look good. Don't they? They look like the heart. They look like they might be harsh, though. Authentic honey. Yes. Those look very good. But for the price, I stick with the You Feel Me pack. I'll stick with the You Feel Me Good Time. Look that. Vanilla Backwoods. 25 for the pack or 25 for the, well, obviously it's 25 for the pack. Vanilla Backwoods. That is interesting. That's interesting. Vanilla Backwoods. And it says they're discontinued in the USA, but in the UK they're online. The box of 40 for $59. $59. Ain't that some shit? Oh no, you can get them right here. Cigar Chief. Oh shit, hold on. That's $149. What the hell? But they come from Canada. Vanilla Backwoods come from Canada. Anyhow. See, that's what I'm saying. So see, I picked shit. $149. California to California. 18. Oof. Yeah. I like my good times, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna be able to pay all that shit. Fuck that. Bally's Backwood. You know, I got a little gangbang in my life. I seen Bailey's. I got a cousin, last name Bailey's. But yeah, Bailey's Backwood. I said Bally Backwood. Oh, is that the Irish cream? I think that's the Irish cream when I seen the wraps. Bailey's Backwood. Yeah, Bailey's is Dark Leaf Woods, Bailey Irish creams. Oh, okay. It's only one. Interesting. You talking about that? Bailey's Irish cream. Do they ship to the U.S. is my question. I'm not paying that either. I'm going to stick with Zigzag because you can have your Zigzag. I would love to see you try to put some wax in the Zigzag. Actually, I have seen like Droops and Matt do that shit. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't that good. I'm gonna have a ripped up, sticky, white paper plane. But I wonder, hold on, I wonder, good time vanilla blunts. Good time vanilla wraps blunt. Uh-oh. Yeah, so there is no good time vanilla wrap. Cherry wraps. There goes a question. Jose Bean. Do you still think the guards talk about the day you beat potty wash? I'm pretty sure that they do. Pretty sure that they do. They was, but put like this. That happened in 2006, no, 7 and 8. Somewhere 2007 or 8, right? And I used to see the goon squad that I beat. I used to see them. And he used to always tell his homies, like all the COs, like, yeah, this guy right here, this fucking guy. Whoa, shit, I just seen something. Yeah, kick the one on you, fucking shit. You know what I seen? The original. This is what you're talking about. But they definitely still talk about it. I made history. Come on now. That's a black eye to that CO. He was a black eye. And when I came back in 2018, I'm telling you, he used to be at Work Exchange. Work Exchange is like when I work PIA, before you get back on the yard, you got to strip out and go through metal detectors, all that shit. This motherfucker Kreitz used to work there sometimes as the goon squad, stripping motherfuckers out, trying to catch people doing extra shit. But every time you see me, it was like, it's like we was old war buddies or something. Because like I said, the type of person I was in there, the police respected me. Like they respected me. They ain't gonna respect just know anybody, but they respected me to the point they damn near called me by my. Actually, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. The police called me by my nickname. Certain ones, and I didn't got passes and all this shit because of the respect level that they have for me. But Kreitz, it was different. It was like, you motherfucker, you did what you had to do, and I did what I had to do. It's all right. Shit, you won. You got me. We didn't have that conversation at least like 5 times. 5 times. And then when I left Folsom in 2010. I came back to Old Folsom in 2017. That's 7 years later. You think he forgot about me? Hell to the no. You're so cheap you drink Seagram's gin. Yes, I am. Cranberry Backwoods. Cranberry Backwoods. That's weird. I mean, but it'll work though. It'll work. I think two flavors though, as far as smokers go, that you can't go wrong. Flavors is honey and banana. And kind of, I would say strawberry is a little 50-50. Because that shit, strawberry shit is just too fucking fruity. Because once you start going strawberry and grape wraps and grape anything, that's too much fruit. Y'all know what I'm saying? Shit. I ain't gonna lie though. I will keep it all the way 100. All the way 100. When I came home, I was smoking $3 cigarillos, trying to find my way and figure out what I wanted to smoke. Shit. That 3 for $10. I'm getting grape flavored wraps and shit. I was inside. I didn't know that shit was out. I'm pulling up to people with grape swishers and shit and grape cigarillos. They looking at me like, if you don't get your ass out of here with that shit. I think the last time it happened, I think I just crumbled the pack and was like, yeah, this is not my standard. I am not smoking no 3 for $10 cigarillos in the little red box. Call myself trying to save money. The little red box, the little one that got the little 3 with the 99 cents on it. Yeah. That box about this big. Big old little square box with 99 cents on it. KO, what's happening, boy? I'm very frugal. Yes, I am. I am very frugal. I ain't even gonna lie. But I mean, I'm not normal. My circumstances ain't like normal. Like I was away with nothing. So a little bit is a lot to me. You got motherfuckers be like, man, $1 million ain't shit. Motherfucker, you got $1 million? Shit. Today's terms, like 100,000 ain't shit. Motherfucker, you got 100,000? I know I don't. I ain't never even seen, I ain't never even seen what 100,000 look like. You got some people that have, and they probably remember that moment in their life as a highlight because they probably don't got it no more. But I ain't never seen 100,000. That's a lot to me. 50,000 a lot to me. 20,000 a lot to me. So sometimes I'll be acting like a nigga who ain't never had shit. Acting like a nigga who ain't never had shit. 100 grand is as big as your shoebox. All hundreds. 14 G's. Right there. Right there in the back. That's cool though. You know why? I personally use that as motivation. I use my shortcomings as motivation because guess what? I'm going to appreciate it because I ain't never had it. So I'm going to appreciate it. I ain't going to be one of them motherfuckers talking about, oh man, shit. Oh man, that ain't nothing. It's nothing. Shit, I'll be like, it's nothing. If I do, I'll be like, it's nothing. Ouch. You be forced to buy a pack of Backwoods because they ain't got no good times. You be like, yeah, all right, give me that Russian cream Backwoods. Ouch. They be like, $10.99. Ouch. The motherfucker wraps cost just as much as the weed. Big Bad, that's a very good question. How is strawberry too much fruit, but banana isn't? I only thing I can say is I know this to be true. I know strawberry got like a strong aftertaste versus banana is a little pleasant. That's just, and I'm not the Bill Nye the Science guy or nothing. I don't know. I just know that grape is out and strawberry ain't far behind it when it comes to like weed and wraps and shit. The weed could be fruity, but the motherfucking wraps is just too much. I would look, man. Look, Big Bad, you came home before me. So I don't know if you caught the wave when flavored everything was out. Who remembers that wave? Flavored anything was out. Damn, I want to fill a shoebox. Hey, Turbo, I want to fill a shoebox. Kids smoked Camels no filters back in a day. They gonna smoke it because it's bad to do. I be getting fucked up when I see kids with these fucking vape pens. Like I go pick up my daughter and I'm seeing they might not be on the school campus, but they walking down the street in groups passing a fucking pen, and I have to ask my daughter, like, what is in it? Are they vaping? Or is that some weed? That's some weed. A weed pen. Most like she said vaping, but I believe it's weed pen. Just like gathered, like on the way to school, I used to have my blunt. I used to have an eyeglass case filled with 5 blunts, and that was just that was 2 blunts to walk to school, 1 blunt during lunch, and 2 blunts after school. My 5-pack. That's what I had. So, and I was in high school. So, I imagine these high school kids, instead of passing the blunt, they're more advanced. They passing the weed pen. All throughout, probably during school and shit. Probably walking down the hallway. Oh, that's that motherfucking train wreck right there. That's that train wreck's wax. Ooh. I remember when they had that campaign to get rid of flavored shit. Who is it? 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 But I remember when they had that campaign to get rid of flavor stuff, that's because they was sliding shit to the kids by dressing it up and making it flavorful. Making it flavorful, that made it to where the kids could be like, I'm not smoking, I'm just vaping. All the while it had nicotine in it the whole time. Vapes don't drink like a blunt. 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 Okay, so let's play pick out a word and put another word in. Vapes don't smoke like a blunt. Got it. Because I'm like, how the fuck do you drink a vape? Teachers won't smell it. Vapes don't stink. God. I'm just saying, though, in high school shit, we had our little spot in the corner. We go in the back. We didn't even have phones back. Well, I did. But nobody else did. So I couldn't send no messages or, well, I probably could have paged them or something like, meet me with the code number. Meet me in the back. We smoking during school. But nowadays, with this shit being advanced, man, they probably literally walk down the hallway, take a hit, bam. And by the time they hit the class, they loaded. Because I know in high school, I was loaded. What's the point of smoking if you not get loaded? Hella Bammer weed. So they got fire. They got gas. They smoking vape pens in high school. So shit. They gonna be in class loaded. I think shit, that's crazy. I fucked up, but shit, I know if I was in high school, I'd be doing it. That's just me though. I used to smoke Backwoods. See spot run. I don't know what that means, Tim. We had a day where about it, where 8 of us drank shroom juice. Wow, shroom juice. I never even heard them two words put together in a sentence. Shroom juice. What is that, like soaked mushrooms? Soaked mushroom tea? Them nasty Garcia Vegas. Hold a minute. Hold on. Hold on, man. There was a time when Garcia Vegas was the religion.
Sounds a little bit like hot dog water, don't it?
I don't know. Hold on, Big Bad. Let me catch this fade real quick. He just disrespected Garcia Vegas. He just disrespected my whole childhood. Garcia Vegas.
Tell his ass fucking
Greenleaf Garcia Vega. What?
Never leave the house without my Garcia Vega.
Vega.
Hell yeah.
Vega. Everybody like Vega. Everybody like your Vega. Everybody smoke. Yeah, man.
If you were smoking weed in 1992 and you wanted to smoke a blunt, that was what was happening.
Damn, you was smoking blunts back then?
No, I said if you wanted to. I mean, I did, yeah. I smoked them. My first blunt was a Philly Titan. You know what I mean?
I ain't smoking.
It might not have even been a Titan. It might have just been a Philly.
Shit, them motherfuckers was big.
Shit, I remember BD blunts. Who remembers BD blunts?
They made blood. Them was just BDs.
Well, I know, but that's what they called them. You know what I mean? Little
and you really swore you was getting the buzz too. Could nobody tell you nothing?
Yeah, those things were dried up pieces of shit. That's what they were.
I think the BDs was like. I think the BDs were transitioning.
Vegas did change the game though when that green leaf Vega came out.
Yeah,
man, that was not for the weak at heart. I'll tell you that. Those green leaf.
You was either gonna get the cigarello green leaf, or you was gonna get the Elegante.
Yeah, I fucked with some Vegas and shit. I think everybody did when 11.5 fucking came out, fucking spitting that shit.
Yeah, you know
everybody went out and bought them a Vega.
You know, 1882s is Garcia Vegas.
Yeah, they sure the fuck are. They sure are. That's their version of a wood and shit.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't see. They would.
I fuck with those too. I fuck with those. I used to like the Irish cream ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking blue.
You know what would be dope? You know what would be dope is a green leaf wrap, like a Garcia Vega green leaf wrap.
Yeah, they got it, but it's like it's not a tobacco leaf though. You know what I mean?
See, that's what I want. Turbo.
Yeah.
If you cough.
One more time.
No, I'm getting ready for Turbo. You know, remember we said Turbo got the cough. Turbo got the cough come from his lower belly.
Like, see that shit? I had it right here to get it, and then I hit the brakes and it slid back forward. That's fucked up shit.
Oh man, what's good with y'all? BDs are cigarettes. They smoke in India. Oh yeah, we smoked that fucking decades ago.
Yeah, they are.
I used to get mine from Punjab.
I feel like we know what they are. You know, it's a bad reputation to have. I think it's a good reputation, but if you notice, we like drug capital. We got all this shit. We tried all this shit new. We fucking new weed before everybody. Like, what the fuck, bro?
This is fucking funny.
The Mexicans, you know, they bring us to work.
What happened? The door been open the whole time? Or?
Cigarillos? Nah, I didn't smoke those. Those were too short.
You did smoke them. You did smoke Garcia Vega cigarillos in the 90s.
I think he's talking about the brand Cigarillo. Remember they had that small ass halfway 3/4 swisher? That wannabe swisher. It was almost the same length. That is gross. Ugh.
Yeah. I swear. Hey, dog, let me
I know
out.
I'm not the only one that's rolled a Black and Mild before.
Dog, let me out.
Am I the only one that's ever rolled a Black and Mild blunt?
Yeah, let me out. Let me out.
I used to think getting the swisher with the tips would work. When help me roll the blunt. Oh man, that shit looked classy as fuck, but it was retarded as hell to roll that shit, man.
Vegas were West Swishers, were East Coast shit.
Well, if it is, good looking out, cause man, we was banging on Vegas in the late 80s.
Late 80s.
I was like
90s.
Yeah, shit.
Look, the older homies
late
were
90s is more like it.
I probably smoked weed when I was 12, 13. So yeah, 93.
The first blunt I hit was 94, and I had to ask the person, "Is this weed?" I was that square, but by 95, it was over.
I think 93 is the first time I smoked a blunt too, and it was a Philly.
Hey Debo, I'm sorry, I don't know what trial you talking about, brother. Kenosha? You guys know something about somebody on trial?
Talking about Kyle.
Oh, Kyle.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy, man. He deserved that shit. Fucking go around shooting people like that. You don't like the protest? Get the fuck out.
I don't know, man. You better pay attention to it.
They didn't do nothing wrong. That's what's wrong with this world. They be shooting weird. People will be weird. That's what it is.
What do you think about that, man?
I think that
do him the same way they did him, and I guarantee the next guy won't try it. We should start doing that.
Well, what's special about him? Because he didn't kill nobody black.
But they were innocent, weren't they? They weren't fucking criminal people.
Nah, but you gotta put yourself in his shoes.
You gotta look at the whole story, man. There's a lot more to it, man. People are quick to call this kid a racist. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he's a kid.
I'm just saying.
God, that
all I said was you shouldn't shoot
dude.
innocent people. That's all I said.
Car,
I think hey Turbo. Hey Turbo, don't back from your point, because you gotta, in this type of situation, you gotta feel how you feel. Because I used to feel a certain way about this little motherfucker, but now I put myself in his shoes, and if I was getting chased by a bunch of white people, hold on, if I was getting chased by a bunch of white people, and I know they got murderous intent, I'm gonna think about all the revolutionary movies I've seen, and all the slavery movies, and all the images of black people getting hung from trees, and I'm about to let that thing go because they about to kill me, and I'm gonna do it. So therefore, if you put yourself in that mind frame, he did exactly what you would have did, and let that thing go. Now, all the extra shit he was doing, like going for getting a gun, driving hella miles, underqualified, you breaking the law already. You already went there prepared for this. If you really wanted to be a meta aid or whatever the fuck he was doing, he didn't need a gun for that.
I feel like this. If no one assaulted you, then you fine. You can insult me all fucking day. Talk about my face, my mom. It ain't gonna take away from my life. It doesn't decrease my, you know what I mean? It doesn't devalue my life. So therefore, I'm not gonna show attention to go all the way over there and do all that extra. But fuck, you hit me. I mean, obviously anybody in their right mind is gonna defend themselves. So you know what I mean? Don't be offended by an insult. Be, you know.
Oh no, they was trying to get on his shit though.
Yeah, I know what type of protesters they were. Well, I mean,
but then again though, we saw the footage from the end, like when they was chasing his ass down after he bust on them too. But he had already shot somebody. So this thing, you just shot somebody, running. And these motherfuckers closing on you. So look at it like this. Let me put it in another flip. So now it's like I'm a black person. I didn't kill the white person. Actually, they even killed the white person, but I killed the person that the whole crowd is feeling because obviously they mad now, and I'm running for my life. I didn't kill the wrong motherfucker, and they closing in on me. What am I do? Shit, they about to do me like I did him.
Yeah, pretty much.
But he still had to explain, why did you drive so far to get involved in something that had nothing to do with you, and you're a teenager?
That's what I'm talking about. Like, it didn't take away from, like, I could see if dude got beat up by this guy or something happened to his family because of this person. This motherfucker drove somewhere and shot somebody he don't even know for just his belief, based on his belief or what he,
Yeah, true that. And I will say, like, I gotta be honest. Like, if the roles were reversed and you in a racially, he didn't kill nobody black, but still, you in a racially charged situation right now, and you got these motherfuckers on you. It don't matter if they black, white, green, yellow. They trying to get you. What you got a gun for to begin with if you're not going to use it? And he showed he was not afraid.
Man, it's gotten so bad in this fucking country. I don't even think it's a black thing no more, man. Fucking Mexicans are getting sent back. Asian old people are getting fucked up, and black people are getting picked on by the fucking police. Still. Man,
that ain't gonna change.
They just shitting on minorities is what it is, bro. Let's do it all together. Fuck it, shit on them together. They hang out together. Shit on them. Fuck it. It's ugly outside, boy. Was it raining last night? I came out, car all wet.
I think so.
It's
I
know that fog brings down a lot of moisture.
It's the fog smoke.
Yeah.
I mean the fog rain.
Yeah, the fog, water from the fog and shit. Man, I don't want to be here today. It took me 3 fucking hours to get home last night because of an accident.
Damn, hate when that happens.
And you gonna live in an area where there's only a 2-lane highway, bro.
When I gotta hey, use on a 5.
I was on the fucking 152 and the 101.
Nah, the reason why I say that because the 5, when it be accidents, the 5 be backed up hella far. I wound up
turning around and taking another route, going to 25 and shit.
That is across. You know what they say about the 5?
I'm the kind of guy that like I don't care.
Court of California, you know that?
Where?
I just don't like
the 5 is the spinal cord of California. You can literally drive that motherfucker all the way down. It becomes the 405 and then the 5 again in LA, but the 405 and 5, same shit.
Let me tell you something. It's more than just California. That bitch goes to Canada and to Mexico.
Yeah, all the way up, bro. That's our spinal cord.
That motherfucker go from Canada to Mexico.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's how LA get their water from us.
Oh yeah, they fucking moved it, bro. They moved them all. Yeah, they moved them because they poured up this shit. What up, big homie? Cracking.
He showed up at another race
protest.
Man.
Yeah, I wound up turning around and going back around. I was like, fuck this shit, man. I thought I could sit in traffic because of all the time I did in the fucking hole. I thought, man, traffic ain't nothing. But I can't do it. I can't fucking do it, man. I'd rather be moving. I don't care if I take the long route. I'd rather be moving than sitting.
Moving than sitting. Yeah, of course.
I thought I was okay.
What's worse, weed with no
blunt? I
was
one of those guys that said, I could do that standing on my head. Oh, I love those guys.
Huh? Blunt with
you
no
ever say
weed?
That, Dirt? I could do that standing on my head.
What?
What's that?
Oh, yeah, and your boy almost went. Hey, Dirt, and your boy almost got arrested Saturday.
You did?
Yeah, that nigga got rolled.
Profiled in San Jose by the police.
He got rolled
up, man, with the fuck about 5 ounces of weed, all separate bags. 5 ounces of weed, fucking a half a smoked blicky in the fucking ashtray. Fucking, the whole 9 yards.
Damn.
And They said it was because I had no front license plate, but I know better than that. You know, fucking, I know what it was really.
Songbird got a question for you, Dirt.
That was just a lucky break. ¿Cómo?
Dirt, Songbird asked Dirt if you ever seen the video of Kyle getting packed out for hitting a girl.
No, did you?
I did not. I just saw it in the comments. You know. What's up, Trap Brother? Oh, that's right.
Anyways, I think if people spend more time worrying about their own lives instead of other people's, this shit would be better off.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Fucking damn good comment right there.
Because at the end of the day, we ain't nobody to judge that kid.
I'm gonna tell you like this: I have enough trouble trying to pay bills and live life as it is to worry about how many motherfuckers in this world. 50 million, 50 billion.
A whole bunch of crap, right?
Shit.
Going off of the media. We could all listen to the media and speculate.
I gotta be 50 different turbos in order to accommodate to fucking 50 billion people.
And then I run into a guy, Dirt. Mind you, I'm not even in my own city. As soon as I get to San Jose, I walk into the liquor store and some older cat walks in and he goes, "I know you." And I go, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." And I go, "From where?" You know? He goes, "Give me a minute." And then I go, "Is Los Baños significant to you? The word Los Baños?" And he goes, "No." He walks by me and he whispers at me and he goes, "From the joint." It made me laugh, bro, because of what you said the other day. You said something the other day about that. About anytime you bump into someone and they say they know you, you know, that it's, "Oh, you motherfucker." There goes my coffee. God damn it. I ran over this shit, man.
I ran into somebody that lived in the same state as me from over here. That shit
I remember the other day, Drake. You just talked about this the other day on one of your lives. Yeah, about how when you meet somebody, one of these two things.
I met a dude last night.
Know you.
From St. Louis.
And I thought, right on the head.
I met a dude last night.
Go ahead, Turbo.
He go, "I'm from St. Louis." I was like, "Me too." He's like, "Where?" I said, "North County." He goes, "Man, I'm in East St. Louis." I was like, "I went to the Pink Slip." He goes, "You gotta be fucking shitting me." I was like, "There ain't no Vietnamese motherfuckers in St. Louis, bro." But I was living with my other brother over there. He said, "Oh, okay, that was cool." Small world. Hey,
I
Dirk.
just spilled my coffee all over.
Some man, one of the homegirls, she cooked there. Her name's Vicky. So, her dad, this nigga won a pound, bro, and 4 edibles and 4 fucking wax things off of fucking a drawing, a raffle. Won a whole pea.
Oh, that's a girl. That really is a girl that Kyle is beating on.
Oh, he beating on a girl?
Multiple times.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Sorry with the. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Houston has a lot of Vietnamese people out there.
Yep. Bam. He punched her hella times. Hey, you know what? Fuck Kyle. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him.
See that?
He emotionally unstable. That's what the fuck he is anyway.
Hey,
and that's what I seen when I first seen it.
Thank you for helping me fucking know that fool for beating on with, man. Yeah. That's what he deserved.
That nigga was throwing hell. Bam.
And crying in court. I seen clips of the man crying in court. You should never cry in court. You already know what time it is, nigga. You knew that when they booked your ass.
That shit needs to be shit.
Yeah, let me tell you what, man. I seen fucking straight gangsters fucking cry, that motherfucker. So don't go there.
I was more mad that I got caught than I was remorse. I'll be honest with you. I swear. All the times I got caught.
I gotta say, man. Hey, man. I second that.
Thank you.
Second that because
I had to interrupt with that one.
Yeah. Hey, you be more mad that you got caught, but when that motherfucking gavel come down, bam.
You know what I mean?
Said, "You're done." That motherfucker go, "You're done."
But I'm pretty sure you know what you did, though.
Good playing the gavel.
Did I ever tell you about the first guy I ever saw got a life sentence? Turbo?
No.
That motherfucker, they had us in the hallway where the females was because we juveniles, man. That motherfucker, you heard a scuffle in the courtroom from the other side of the wall, you heard it. Then all of a sudden they brought his ass in. That motherfucker went to the bathroom. They put him, they basically threw his ass in the cage, right? And then left him. They had pepper sprayed him up in that motherfucking courtroom like a motherfucker. So when he got in the room and went to hit the button to the sink, that motherfucker did not work.
Oh,
he was on fire.
That's cold.
It was like, what I'm supposed to do? It was like, figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out.
That motherfucker went to the toilet and that motherfucker had to take toilet water to get this pepper spray out his face.
Yeah, they fucked him over on that one.
That's fucked up.
But why'd they pepper spray him? Because he went fucking nutso as soon as the fucking judge said fucking life.
Exactly. Especially
in those days, Dirt, because you know damn good and well, like I know, there was more people in the 90s going and doing life sentences over non-violent offenses than there was.
Hey, you mother loving right. That was 97 too. And trust me, if y'all don't know a time like 95, 96, 97, you
there
guys
was more people doing
know a
life
time
over
like
fucking
that.
petty crimes. Over petty crimes, there was more lifers than there was for killing people or violent crimes.
Yeah,
man, they was striking
P. Wilson when he passed that law in '94 as a governor here in California.
Wilson, but guess what? Your president drafted it up.
Yep.
That motherfucker, they was locking. And see, people in other states don't know, so we got to be a little clear and specific about what they was doing in California back then. 95, really 90, end of 94, 95. 96, 97, when Pete Wilson was in, and that's why I say we're called Pete's kids. Anybody that was a victim of any type of court law shit in the 90s. Because you was either victim of Pete Wilson or the residuals. So what they was doing, they was literally giving people life sentences. If you got caught, remember the dude with the battery dude? Got life sentence for stealing some batteries.
No,
got life sentence for stealing a piece of pizza.
I think this one happened in Sacramento. You remember that motherfucker that stole pizza from the pizza dude? He didn't even fucking fuck the pizza dude up. He just fucking.
There was one guy, Turbo, that never made it home. He was on the Greyhound on his way home. He stopped at a store, stole a fucking candy bar, and got struck out.
This nigga pushed the Vietnamese dude, took the pizza, and they gave him a strike for that shit right there.
A strike? That's nothing. We talking about strike out.
We're talking about a third strike.
No shit. He had two of them, and that was his third one for pushing a man for pizza.
That's assault and battery.
That would actually, let me tell you something. If he pushed them, that actually would qualify now for a third strike because it can be considered a violent offense.
Yeah, you know that's a robbery and commission.
That's a real, That's actually a life sentence.
That's today, that's a strong arm robbery. That's a violent strong arm robbery.
Yep. So that would have got him struck out anyways if he was playing that kind of shit, even in today's standards. You know what I mean? So I'll tell you what they did to people like me. I got 2 strikes for my first offense. You know what I mean? Fucking, they said here, they were counting on me being one of those motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Man,
here's where I'm screwed is I already got the violent offenses. So now all I got to do is get a petty fucking thing. You know what I mean? And they can fuck me if they want to.
Man, that's that dark cloud that looms over us because they did me the same way. So I don't know.
How come I wasn't even tripping the other day? I was like, fuck it, they're gonna take me to jail if they think they're searching me. You know what I mean? I wasn't even tripping.
Yeah, so you gotta count your blessings because they the gatekeepers. They the ones want us to come in and stay for a while.
Some cold shit.
Everybody with 2 strikes was supposed to move back then, not stay in Cali and get the third one and get life. Some of them strikes is transferable to some states. Let's not get it twisted. Well, them strikes is transferable. You go another state. Remember? Do you remember how many states had that 3 strikes law? They bad.
I really don't. I think California was the first one and the only one, if I remember right.
No.
No?
No.
There's another state? I didn't know.
No. California set the mold for that shit. There was states that had to go. They were state by state. We was hearing every year this state has got rid of the 3 strikes law. This state got rid of the 3 strikes law because they realized it was unjust. And then, but California be stubborn because they drafted it. They don't want to change it. Watch this though. Let's see. Let us Google it. Google it. How many states had the 3 strikes law? 28 states.
28?
28 states.
Damn, I didn't know it was that many. Well, at least I learned something new today.
Yeah, in California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Arizona. Delaware got the oldest 3 strikes law in 1973, but all the ones that from then consistent was 94, and that was California.
That's crazy. Oh my God! Did I find me a blunt? I found me a blunt.
That's pure joy. That's how you look. That's how you look when you open the Christmas present,
bro.
That was pure joy right there, Turbo. I'm happy for you. I know how it feels.
That's why I was saying earlier, which one's worse, blunt with no weed or weed with no blunt? Bro, I seen some super sour diesel. Bro.
I think that's. Let me answer that question first. I think that's the same.
It was so fucking crazy, bro. Huh? How about that shit?
I think it's the same.
Man, bro, that shit was
actually. You know what? You know what, Turbo? I think having weed. I mean, a blunt with no weed is worse. You know why? Because I'll crunch up a can or something and smoke me a bowl.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's a lot of makeshift things you could do to consume weed. What the fuck is a blunt without weed? Tobacco.
You know, you can put wax in the blunt.
Droops.
What's up, Drew? Looking all fresh. Good morning, bro.
What's up? Good morning.
How was your weekend?
Could have been better.
That didn't sound too good. Last week you had Boogie Nights type weekend, and this weekend was all right.
Shit. My wife's grandma passed last night.
I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know. My bad. Maybe that's...
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. It just sucks is because when my wife's hurting,
you hurt too.
You want to scorch the earth. You want to scorch the earth. And fuck, who do I turn over? What am I gonna do? Go, God?
I can give you a really good suggestion, and I'll tell you now. I'll show you my picture of my grandma. She's still in my room. So she raised me when my mom and dad split up. So I'm really close to my mom. That's why my grandma. That's why I know so much about my heritage. But you're gonna have to give her some space to go through all her memories with her grandma. A little thing. You know what I'm saying? I go through my phases all the time, bro.
That's what I've been fucking.
Cause she's gonna remember all them.
Hey, she had her grandma. She had her grandma into her 30s. Dang, she's blessed.
Me too.
She's 35, 36.
Out of all my grandparents, my mom's dad is the only one that's still alive.
I'm about to go drop off this soup. I'm gonna pop back on if you got here.
Bro, how about that? Nigga got a girlfriend though.
Yeah, that's crazy. Man, I'm thinking about this fucking 3 strike shit. That's something that people forget. Like with me, how they did me with the 3 strikes, get 2 strikes first offense. It's hella people that's victims like that. So when I got locked up for this gun thing, the first attorney came and was like, "Yeah, they about to strike you out for this, boy. I'm gonna need 10,000." What? Shit, man. Hold up. Like I ain't heard nobody.
Bro, my cousin got 3 and still is out. I guess he got 2 on one charge and they didn't count it as 3 or something like that. I don't know how he explained it to me. You might know better, but yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, but see, back in the 90s, people didn't know when they was taking these deals. It did the stipulation of 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Like they didn't know. They just want to go home and get the lessest time. So a lot of people was getting charged that had 4 years and 2 strikes. Come home, fuck up one time and it's over.
Bro, I used to see him and his friends come home to literally show face, my nigga, and like a month later, you see them gone again.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, he told me, he said, man, you could kill a person and get out in 6 years. I was like, for real? He said, because it wasn't that fucking crazy yet, and the charges wasn't as heavy.
Back in the days when?
Like in the early 80s?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't. You know what? I could say that I've heard that said before.
See, that's the kind of, well, these are the older cousins or my dad would hang out there with their dad and I would see these fools around. You know what I'm saying? If that made any sense. And that's how I would fucking see all this.
But it also depends what kind of murder, though. It also depends.
Or even like with a gun, you could go to jail for like 2-3 years and come out. You can't do that now, I bet you.
Yeah, you can.
In 2-3 years for having a gun?
Hell yeah, especially if you ain't got no felonies.
Well, yeah.
If you ain't got no felonies, you might get out that day. And then if you don't got felonies, you're gonna get county jail time off top. So that means you ain't doing nothing about 8-9 months if you ain't got no felonies. Now it get tricky when you got felonies.
Next time you fuck though.
Right.
But back then I don't think the charges were as crazy though.
I don't think so either.
1 year to 6 months. Oh, damn.
Yep. Now when you got felonies, that's a different story. You might get a year and a half, anywhere between a year and a half and 3 years.
If it's not loaded and you're not a gang member.
I mean, it's gonna have bullets in it.
Yeah, so if it's got bullets in it and you're a felon, you can count on them trying to give you a year per bullet. You know what I mean?
That's
not like you're gonna have an empty gun, bro. Who runs around with an empty one?
True that. If you thinking like you got a high IQ and you gotta do what you gotta do, you gonna disconnect that motherfucker, take it apart, piece here, piece there, and shit.
Start eating bullets and get rid of the firing pin. You know what I mean?
Look at that. If you got felonies here and get a gun case, you likely to go to the feds and just skip the state. Ooh.
So look, you can go to the feds if you get caught with an assault rifle. If you get caught with what they consider to be an assault rifle, that's a federal gun offense.
Damn, bro. The older black homie gave me some fucking OG. I've been smoking on this shit since Friday. Motherfucker is fire. Bought like a half zip off of that food.
And all it takes to be considered assault rifle here is the collapsible stock. For one thing, carbon fiber.
Is it a certain amount of bullets too?
Pistol grip. You don't even have to have the high capacity magazine for it to be an assault. If you got a pistol grip on that fucking AR, they're gonna call it an assault rifle.
Hey, you think we could do a little Christmas kicking party, bro, for Dirty Nation?
We were talking about guns. We was educating about guns.
Oh, okay, sorry. Something just popped in my head, and I was just thinking about
something we're never allowed to talk about, Turbo. Let us have our moment. No,
all right, my bad.
I'm like Turbo shooting, bam, bam. Hey, nah, real shit though. This is education that people be needing to know. Because some people
Well, they
have
do need
no
to know.
idea.
If you're out there playing around and you already got a record, count on fucking these things happening to you.
What's
You
up,
know, I
y'all?
got profiled by the police on Saturday. Thank God, you know, I don't carry no weapon.
I can't believe this motherfucker just called me.
Hey, Big Bad.
Yes, sir.
If you're a felon, dog, any gun is a federal violation. It don't matter what.
Well, not here in California.
Yeah, all 50 states, dog.
No, they got the option in California, but they 8 times out of 10 ain't gonna go that route.
I think if you had like automatic weapons, like a gang of them,
That's what I'm saying, though. If you got an assault rifle, they will for sure give you
like a AR or Uzi or.
I say one thing because I literally went to the feds for gun charges, dog. That's my last.
No, I know, but I'm telling you, in California, that's not gonna happen unless you got an assault rifle.
Yeah,
I know, bro, but listen what I'm saying. Let me explain, man. Come on, brother. I don't mean to be rude. It's up to your federal prosecutor. The federal laws are the same in all 50 states. It doesn't change from federal laws. Don't change in California or Texas. But listen, any gun is illegal. They also have something called constructive possession. If you're just standing near a gun and it's in the bush or your wife got it in her purse, then that's a federal gun case. It's an extra penalty if you have a stolen gun. It's an extra penalty if the serial number is scratched off. It's an extra penalty if it's a high caliber magazine. It's definitely an extra penalty if it's an automatic. You know what I'm saying? But what you're saying, an assault rifle is legal in all states I know about. When it's automatic is when it becomes illegal. You understand? I have AR-15 all day.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Why is it that they ain't trying Kyle Rittenhouse for having an assault rifle then?
Because assault rifles are legal. It just can't be automatic. You can buy an assault rifle at Academy, dog. It's illegal. It's legal.
In California, they're not legal. I'll tell you that right now. Assault rifles are banned in California.
Everything is an AK.
And all it takes to consider an assault rifle
unless she got a banana clip and look aggressive, everything is an AK.
It got to be understood that federal laws do not change state to state. You know, understand? The federal prosecutors might treat them different in states.
You got the gun charge, Dirt, after you was already done hella time.
What?
Say again.
I said, what happened to you, Dirt, when you got your gun charge after you got released from prison the first time?
Yeah.
They sent my ass right back in that motherfucker.
But guess what?
Feds, right?
There were men in the feds from California with gun cases, dog. In the feds, it depends on your local prosecutor. Each part of each state has a federal district. They have a federal judge, federal prosecutor, and it's whether your local police department walks that over to their faxes it to that federal prosecutor or not. The state and the feds will discuss which one want them. You understand? And then.
So we're saying the same thing. And it sounds like, because over here in California,
dog. But I'm saying, don't think you can't go to federal prison in California for gun charges.
Oh no, you can. You can.
I said you can. You know what I mean? I agree you can.
But I'm just the point we're making is that across the board, you're most likely not gonna face federal shit unless you got something crazy.
It depends. It also depends on you. Are you listed as an armed and dangerous gang member? Are you?
All that.
I'm saying, listen. Are you suspected of other things that they haven't caught you with, and they're trying to nail you on this one? You know what I mean? It's a lot of factors into it. It's not guaranteed. Ever guaranteed, but it's always that possibility. You understand?
I've heard the horror stories of people getting caught with just a regular gun with a few extra bullets in that motherfucker and getting a federal charge and not understanding how it happened.
Bro, there's a charge called felony possession of ammo. A guy got 7 years, I know, for having a clip of bullets in his door with no gun in the car.
Damn right.
You can't even have ammo.
You get a year of bullet if you're a felon here. They'll try to give you a year of bullet here. That's what we was just talking about, eating them bullets and shit.
Yeah.
My celly got caught with bullets, and I'm like, I got caught with a gun. You got caught with just bullets. That would be a fucked up ass.
He probably got more time than you.
Over some damn bullets.
The guy with bullets had more time than I did for the gun. Facts. But he had also just left the feds and had been in prison about 4 or 5 times, and that's how they got it. It was my 3rd time, about his 5th time, so they nailed him. You know what I mean? But the one I always try to stress to everybody is called constructive possession, where everybody thinks it's okay for them to ride around with their wife holding a gun in the car. That's not right. Like, you're going to prison.
That is not cool.
That's stupid as hell.
I learned a valuable lesson about that too.
People don't know that. They think they can get their little stripper hoe or their friend or their little baby mama to ride with that gun. Guess what? You're the one. The felon is the one going to prison for that gun. It don't matter because they know she'll hand it to you if it goes down. And people don't know that.
As long as you got access to it.
Anybody that would do that is a fucking idiot and doesn't even know the way shit goes. Because look at, especially if that woman has kids. If you think for 1 minute when they threaten to take them kids, she ain't telling them that shit's yours, you're fucking tripping.
It don't even matter if she tells them, dog. If they just
it don't matter. It don't matter if you're a felon.
That law is in place because of that. I think that's why that law is in place.
It is. Yeah. Too many people are having their baby mama ride around with the burner, and then it's not gonna happen. My friend was doing 22 years federal sentence out of Chicago, gangster disciple, for his wife having a gun in her purse, bro. It was bad.
I'll tell you what, anybody that, if you was with my wife, you wouldn't even fucking think about putting a gun in her hand. She'd fucking shoot you with it. You know what I mean? My wife doesn't even know that for years I asked for a trigger lock and it was for her.
My baby mama literally will hold the gun or anything else. She's that type of person, always has. And it was this, no, when we were young, we didn't know that. We thought it was okay. Hey, it's in their purse. They're holding it. We didn't realize, because if they're holding some drugs, that's their case, but not the certain things with a gun. The laws are totally different between drugs and guns. And then you know what else they'll do to you, Dirk? How they did? They'll get you for transporting the firearm across state lines. That's where it even becomes federal, because my gun was made in Illinois and the ammo was made in Arizona, and I got caught with it in Texas. That's where the federal jurisdiction comes in, believe it or not. Even though I didn't make that gun or order it or nothing, it was probably a 10-year-old gun. It was made in Springfield, Illinois, and the bullets in Arizona. The feds are dangerous, man. You gotta be bad, gotta live right, but you gotta get it together. It's not just a assault rifle or anything. Like I said, it can be in. You can have a 22 dog, a Saturday night special, and that's a federal case.
Yeah,
it just depends on them.
What I'm trying to say, just to clear it up, what I'm trying to say is in California, yes, you're right. You can get a federal gun charge, but you're probably not going to. Now, if you have what they consider an assault weapon, you're definitely going to get a federal.
Right. That makes more sense. That's correct. Yeah. Well, this is what happened here. Look, in Galveston, it was a whole separate district from Houston. We got a federal courthouse, federal prosecutor, all that, and they just disbanded them. They said there wasn't enough activity here at one time because they weren't picking it up. And literally, when I caught my federal case and they arrested me that day, the judge, the prosecutor, and my lawyer, and court clerk, the reporter, everybody had to drive down to Galveston and do it. They literally were pissed off. They couldn't do it in Houston because I got arrested in Galveston. They were doing both jurisdictions. And they ended that. They caught 43 cartel men here and put them fed and gave us a prosecutor.
Hey, be thankful that you're from like Texas and we're from California and not from like Maine or Rhode Island, where they really got nothing better to do than fuck your life over.
My question is, if I had 2 strikes, why the hell wasn't y'all move, man? I ain't getting no life sentence for the next time I get in a fight at a bar, or if I get into some road race shit, somebody attack me, man. Well, I'll be gone, dog. I'm not facing a life sentence for nothing. That's crazy. That's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. Well, it wouldn't be for nothing now because I already got the violent part of it taken care of out of the way. So you're right, man. It's a risk, a big risk.
Why not move, man?
Hey,
I would like to. I'm not against that.
So when I was inside, right? This dude, he came up. He was about to go home. He came back from, I think it was an interview, whatever. He was like, "Yeah, man. I just found out that shit, my girl can carry the thing as long as it's in a locked case. As long as it's in a locked case, shit, I'm about to get this and this. It's all good." And I listened to that and downloaded that. So then when I come home and realized that I was doing it on the behalf of him, I realized real quick that was wrong. That was wrong. As long as you look, they took me for the gun, and the gun was way across the parking lot in the bushes. I ain't have possession of that shit. They knew that one time or another.
Even in the bushes,
they knew that I had it.
Yeah,
and I had access to it. They didn't catch me with it.
No,
they still took my ass in and gave me that time.
It's called constructive possession. That's the actual name of it, dog. The real actual charge, constructive possession, meaning. But I also know, I think he was kind of right about that. Now, just the deal. You as a felon can live in a house with guns legally if those guns are locked in a safe and you don't have access to them. You know what I'm saying? So he was kind of right. I guess like if you was riding around and Drina had a safe, and listen, if Drina had a safe in her trunk with a pistol in it, and you don't have, and not the key to the safe, that's the deal. If the key to the safe is with y'all, then that's the same thing as you having access to it. If Drina's riding around with a gun in her trunk in that safe, but the key's at home, no, they can't do nothing to you. You know what I mean? Because nobody can open the damn safe. But as long as Drina can open the safe and give you the gun, it's still the exact same thing. You know what I mean? That makes sense?
Yeah, hell yeah. I had a million questions when I went down. I didn't understand.
Man, my cellmate, literally, I was on a gun case, dog, and then my cellmate was doing those 22 years for constructive possession. So we would talk about gun cases and Fed shit so much, it was unbelievable, dog. I've been there, done it. That's why I literally just came off federal papers. Good morning, brother. I think his mic's off, Dirt.
Top of the morning to you. How you feel, first off?
Can't hear him, Dirt.
Can't hear you.
Okay, what about now? Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it real brief. I know I was hearing that conversation, and it's real deep. Tim, you giving up, mate. You got some good game and good knowledge that people need to take notes on. But I'm telling you, just don't have access to it. You dig what I mean? If you have a safe, don't have keys to the safe, and that make sure that chick says when they come knock on that door, it says no, he has no access to it. Those are mine. How do I know? I know. Trust me.
No. You know what? You know how to beat that, brother?
That she had you have no access to get to them things. That's it, bro. Like,
the best thing in life, if you do that, bro, you're correct, and that's exactly what I just said about not having the keys. But the best way to beat that is have a combination lock, and y'all both swear that you don't know the combination.
Hey.
Straight up, that's good.
And she has to tell them that you do not know the combination lock.
Hell yes, you do. You do, and she does, because the first one of y'all say you know that combo it's a case.
There you go.
And if you got the keys hidden,
y'all. I'm just tapping in. I'm about to tap out, man. You know what it is.
But everything. Hey, that's right. Clarify it. That's shit. I like that.
All right, brother. Have a good morning.
All right,
Little Tim Snow, big homie, big bro. Love y'all. Be cool.
Much love. Yeah, Dirt. That's what I'm saying, man. These laws, see, Big Bad will have people confused, thinking, no disrespect, him thinking that you can't catch a federal gun case unless it's a machine gun. What he's saying is basically the feds pick and choose what they want. That's how the game works, brother. And nothing's
but see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. I'm saying that they have the option to choose what they want, but most of the time they will not choose to prosecute over a gun. That's all we saying.
What I'm saying. Nick's in the comments confused. What we're saying, Nick, is the person who legally owns the gun is the only one supposed to know the combination, not. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh no, that part is true. That was game right there.
No, look in your comments. Nick's on some BS today. It does make sense. If you got a combination gun safe at your house, only the person without the felonies is supposed to know the combo. You understand? The person with the felonies cannot know the combination. Does that make any more sense? If you got a safe in your car, and y'all got the keys in the car, and you might as well not even have the safe. You know, shit like that.
It makes sense to me, I think.
I think so too. I don't know. Maybe he ain't had his coffee this morning.
Nick.
What's up? Oh shit. What's up, bro?
Need us to explain that again?
Hey, so I wanted to nobody can see you. Hey, so when you guys were just talking, bro, I guess I was kind of a little confused. Because you guys were saying, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, you guys are saying that neither one of y'all can have the combination to the safe.
It's not what we said. We said when the police ask, y'all both better say you don't know it.
Well, then who put it in the safe?
The owner can say they know it, Nick. Y'all both better say the felon don't know it.
Of course, of course. That's why I was kind of confused on what you guys were talking about.
Yes, sir, you were.
Because you know, people don't understand that constructive possession is a problem.
And look, what Big Bad keeps talking about the California system. Hold on, Nick. Look, Bad is saying he's talking about the California system. I understand. There's two systems in California operating. There's two systems that can take you to prison, not just CDC. There's also the FBOP that's got jurisdiction in California, just as strong as your local sheriff, your local police department, your local whatever you have. The federal marshal can do the same thing. You understand? There are two systems you fall under if you live in Los Angeles, Sacramento, or San Francisco, and you're under all jurisdictions, point blank, period. And either one can take you to their prison. You can go to prison from California they'll take you to Victorville Feds, or you can go to San Quentin for the same gun case. That's what I'm saying. And it's up to the federal prosecutor if they want to do it to you or not. So what he's saying is they won't waste a lot of time on you. You understand? They don't waste a lot of time because it's not worth their time to them. But it's definitely possible. And you do fall up under two systems. So, that's
all right. So what I see is that this is a rabbit hole.
Right. No, I mean, it's only one real right and wrong. I'm going to leave it alone, but there's a right and a wrong. You fall up under both, dog, and we can't mislead these people. That's why.
Now, I think what Big Bad is saying is the same thing I'm saying is the same thing you saying. I think we all saying the same thing.
I'll give you guys an example, okay? In the state of Minnesota.
Hey, dog, Snoop.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, now in the state of Minnesota, you still can't have a black powder musket muzzle loader. Now, I think in the state of, I don't know how Texas is, but in Florida, you can be a convicted felon and still have a black powder musket or a 6-shooter because the federal government does not consider a musket loader a firearm. It's considered an antique.
I've heard that.
Let me tell you something else, Nick. Check this out. The federal law says once you're a felon, you're not allowed to have anything with a trigger device. You can't even have under federal law, you can't even have a crossbow no more because it has a trigger device. They can get you for a BB gun with a trigger
let's
device.
Do our research on this.
Now, I promise you, come back and tell me if I'm wrong. If you're something with a trigger device, if you're a felon riding with a crossbow in your car, you broke federal law, dog.
I know that I can't have.
Even though you can buy it from the store.
I know you're right about that.
Absolutely.
You can't have
a gun from the store, Dirt. You can walk up and buy a gun from the store. If you're a felon, it's a trigger.
That means you can get a case for a cap gun then, because it got a trigger device.
It doesn't fire nothing. It has to be something with a trigger device that fires a projectile. Let me fix that.
Man, federal.
But I'm telling you guys, the feds can't get you for black powder. Only your state can. The state of Minnesota will give you 60 months, even for a black powder musket revolver.
60
but
months.
The feds don't pull the charge on that. Believe it or not, it sounds crazy.
Okay.
In the state of Florida,
the black powders don't fall under the firearm laws because they were literally built before firearms. You understand? That's right, but. You can't walk around with a black powder musket as a felon if it has a trigger device.
In Florida, you can.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's state laws and there's feds, and guess which one supersedes everything? The feds.
But the feds don't rule. The feds ruled.
Right.
Google
they
it
respect
right now,
the state's wishes.
The feds ruled that black powder is an antique. It's a gun. It'll kill people. I don't know why they left that loophole. But the feds say that they won't pick up a charge on black powder, but your state can. I don't understand that. I would think that what I'm saying sounds like a lie.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna go.
We know that because you can ship a black powder gun without a license. You don't need a FFL to sell them and deal them. Any of that. That's true. We know that. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, Nate. It depends on the state, it says, and the conditions. Possession of an airsoft gun during the commission of a crime is generally construed as a firearm offense. But to simply own one is not a violation depending on what state you live in. But, yeah, it'll be a federal offense if you're riding around with an airsoft gun because that's say you'll shoot somebody with it the same as you will a real gun.
You know what, Tim? I've saw somebody with an airsoft gun on their charge papers before.
Hell yeah.
In the state. Now,
brother, that was the time when little kids were riding around shooting people with paintball guns. Remember?
They had the airsoft weapon listed on his shit.
Yeah, it's a trigger device that shoots projectiles.
I think if you use it in the commission of a crime, it's more about how that person felt. So it don't matter if it's real or not with a
absolutely.
Airsoft.
like you said, if you just run into a bank with your finger under your shirt like this, homie, that's an armed robbery, and you just did it with your finger because that person was in fear of their life and you threatened them.
Yep, that's how they felt.
If you push somebody while you're stealing a soda, now guess what? It's a violent robbery because you pushed them out the way. Stuff like that. There's a lot of laws people don't understand, but the feds supersede the state on everything. The feds right now could come bust every dispensary in California if they chose to. They just respect the rights. You understand?
You're right, Tim. You're right. And it's like it's a snake game that they're doing to us because they're leaving gray areas so they can pick and choose who they want to fuck over.
Right. And then also you can go, this is the other thing. If you catch a state gun charge in your state, the feds can pick it up and you go to both prisons. I've seen men literally leave the state and come to the same gun.
You're right.
Listen, those men were known gang leaders. They were known, they had done previous shit. They were wanted or suspected of murders. They couldn't catch them on. It was the DAs and them railroading their ass for shit they couldn't even catch them on. You know what I mean? It's a dirty game. It's not.
You're right about that, Tim. People have done their whole sentence on a pistol in the state, walked out, thought they were done, then the feds picked them up and made them do their whole sentence.
Look what John just said. Hey, the main guy from the Texas 7, he has 17 life sentences because he went in and robbed a grocery store and told every one of them, y'all get over in the corner. And when they had to move to the corner, he got 17 kidnappings or some shit. It was either 7 or 17 during his robbery. So he had 17 armed robberies and 17 kidnappings on one case, dog, robbing a grocery store.
Is it moving somebody more than like 10 or 15 feet is what gets you a robbery in Texas?
Just telling them to go anywhere, I believe, will. You know what I'm saying? Just not even letting them leave. Now you done unlawfully restrained them, and it's the same thing damn near, man.
I done kidnapped a lot of people then, I guess.
I mean, the thing about it is, don't admit it, because that's one of the things that you never, ever have a statute of limitations on. Murder, kidnapping, and rape. They can get you for the rest of your life for that. You know what I'm saying? One person see you and be like, I remember him doing that to us. They can still give you a life sentence for it. They don't know how many years ago.
Right.
It's crazy. Well, that one. Because I got homies that definitely kidnapped motherfuckers, tied them up, shit like that, and didn't get caught. And them victims can still come back and get them and living their best life right now. It's crazy. I don't know. Feds from brought them in for. Yeah, it's the feds.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Nick, you know, I was thinking, I'm like, shit. I think I might have been kidnapped a few times then.
Come on, we all have.
I have too. Yeah.
A security guard tried to kidnap me the other day at the DMV. He said, get up against the wall. I said, what? Why you out
My
here?
baby mama kidnapped me for years, Nick. No, that's not her. Yeah, my kid's mom kidnapped me for about 3 years. I finally got rid of him.
Damn, I know.
Wouldn't let me leave, Dirt. Girl, get that donut out of here. Look what I did this morning. Why everybody worried about that? I painted some nails. Yeah. I'm gonna do some hair later. Fuck them feds. Fuck them feds. Right. Get that donut and get out of here. But no, seriously, man, that shit's scary. People don't understand because when you think you know what you're doing and you already know the consequences, and then here comes a whole nother system picking your ass up. And then they might ship you to Texas being from Cali or send you to New York or some shit.
As a kid growing up in Cali, the only way we learned shit like that is through rap music. Like rap music that gave up game, like E40 and shit like that, where we learned about even the 3 strikes law, because as kids, we ain't knowing about that.
Man, that 3 strikes to me means move. Like, I swear to God, I would not stay in a place if I got 2 strikes. There's just no way, because I feel like they might set me up on that 3rd one. Throw something in my car. Hold on, man. What? Come get this donut. Oh, am I by myself? What's going on?
He said, come get this donut.
Man, she done left the donut on my laptop, bro. Come on, man. Nah, real talk, though. I think I would have 24/7 anxiety, Dirt, if I had 2 strikes, dog. Like, I wouldn't even be able to sleep right now, and I'm facing a life or anything. Do they still do that to y'all out there right now?
Yeah, they pick and choose. It's just like what we said about the feds. Pick and choose.
That sucks.
But just that 3rd one, just mandatory got to be violent, though. Versus back in the days when they were striking people out for nothing.
Right. The one that we heard about down here was a guy stealing a pack of cigarettes and getting life. That was the first one we heard about where it was messed up. Remember
cigarettes,
that?
It was cigarettes, the battery, the slice of pizza. I remember when I went to the county jail when I was 18, I was in a holding tank with a dude that got struck out for a fist fight.
Oh, man, are you serious?
A fist fight. What? Struck out. They wasn't playing 95, 96, 97. They was not playing.
One of the weakest things I seen was a guy, he was trying to steal gas. Remember back when you could steal gas, they turn it on before you went inside back. They don't do that no more. Here, literally, you got to go pay first. But he had the guy, he waved at the guy, had him turn the pump on, filled his car up, and started to drive off. The clerk ran outside to stop him, and he just like literally just tapped. He didn't even run the man over, dog. He just like tapped him with his car, and he got 40 years though.
Damn.
It was aggravated robbery and attempted murder they gave him because it said, man, you was trying to kill him with that car. And literally he wasn't, dog. He came in jail crying that night, dog. Like he got beat up later for crying, but he like literally was bawling and squalling like a little kid, man. Like, I didn't mean to kill nobody. I wasn't trying to rob. I just wanted gas. He needed to go to work, dog.
Wait, he killed him?
Hell no. No, not even close. But the way they charged him up, it was like he just ran the man over and backed up on him or something, dog. And it wasn't the case. He just, if you do any type of little violence during the commission of stealing, it turns into that violent robbery, you know. People got to understand. Oh, another one I seen. Hold on. Speaking about the mushroom juice, look, I was in Galveston County Jail one time. We used to have these holding cells, and they had one in the back. They called it the dungeon because that literally is where they would take you if you started tripping or anything. They could shut 2 different doors on you, and they couldn't even hear you yelling or screaming or anything. They do it on purpose. This dude, bro, listen, he was going so crazy, and he was breathing hard. And he kept yelling out, I'm a U.S. Marine, blah, blah, blah. I see, baby, go in there. Leave me alone. Man, I don't care about no Ninja Turtles. Go in there and watch TV while I'm doing this, please. I don't care. Listen, the man was a U.S. Marine. He was high on the mushroom juice, dog. He went into a gas station, filled up his cup, and just started to walk out. And he said he didn't even realize he needed to pay. He was so high. He was just thirsty. You know what I mean? When the clerk tried to stop him, he just pushed the clerk out the way and kept going. And that was his aggravated robbery right there. He was facing a bunch of time. But literally, the Marines came and picked him up. Like the state, I don't know if he had to go to Leavenworth or some shit or just do a bunch of extra push-ups. Or what do you think they did to him? You think they let him go?
Probably because they probably figured some type of psychotic breakdown because that PTSD affects us in all ways. And you go to the Marines, he was really a Marine, yes, he got PTSD in the highest form.
He was still active. He was like literally just at home on vacation. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, his ass went back. They swept that under the rug. Hoorah.
That's what I think, too. And this is the crazy part. We had this cop that they used to call Hercules that was big on steroids and shit. He went in there to try to calm the dude down. That dude beat that cop to half to death, man. They literally came in there with about 6 more and got on his ass. And he was beating up them 6, man. It was the combination of just that superhuman strength from being on that shroom juice. You know what I mean?
Man.
PB 420. What did they do out there? Mushrooms? Because they boil them here. I ain't never seen nobody eat a mushroom. They always boil them and drink the juice.
They be eating the mushroom. It come like a mushroom, long, stringy kind of thing.
Oh, dried out.
Yeah, you just chew on it.
Oh, no, we can just go pick them out the field and boil them. Like, literally, they're still fresh. We don't dry them out here.
And that's the mushroom juice that gets you fucked up?
Man, I had you fucking seeing the Smurfs and shit, dog. It's crazy.
That's why my mama said, don't eat the mushrooms out the ground. If y'all can grow mushrooms that just grow wild and go boil the motherfuckers, get high, man, hell no.
The exact ones that you're talking about is
grow crops.
This the deal. They grow in the cow shit for real. You know what I mean? And them boys will go pick them and then sell them. It's a free hustle, like literally. But they trim them off the bottom and then don't even dry them out. They'll sell gallons of juice and stuff like that. Say put them in a steak and cheese sub. The real mushrooms that get you high are gross. They're disgusting. They're not anything you want to eat. They don't got a good taste. You know what I mean?
Is mushroom juice, is that psychedelic?
Yeah, it's the same thing you're talking about. It's just stronger. It's more. It's concentrated because you boil them out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like the pot of shrooms will be this big. You boil them and then maybe make 3 or 4 cups of juice, and yeah, it's not to be recommended if you're lightweight.
Hey, you know something? You was jarring my memory as you was talking, and you reminded me about a story I never ever told nobody, ever. So this story right here.
Story here. I'm loving when you say that, Dirt.
This is about my first long-term celly when I went to the county, right? This nigga's name was Bill. When they moved me in the cell, off top, I'm 18 years old. This motherfucker like 30. And I'm noticing like he's a little extra overly aggressive. Just I don't know. He like a bully, not toward me. He protective of me, but he be going crazy on people out the door. I'm gonna fuck you up. Like they know him for doing this shit. And every time he do it, somebody will come by the cell later and just look at me like, I don't know how you do it, little bro. I don't know, right? But this is this motherfucker's story. He say he met a woman. I mean, he had a dream that his future wife had gray eyes. And one day he was at the store and seen this woman with gray eyes. He approached her. They connected. Now he's her new dude, right? But the baby's dad the ex-boyfriend keep like lurking around and shit. Kept threatening the situation, and that loud, all that shit came out, and this is on the streets. So dude had a knife. Dude threatened him and said, I'm about to come up, I'm about to kill you. It came with a knife. Well, Will's like seen him with the knife, and he grabbed the knife. Well, Bill won the knife fight in the middle of the street. Like they did an OK corral, whatever the fuck. 1-on-1, me and you, I win, you lose. 15 to life. Well, what would you do? That was my first celly. That motherfucker ended up getting 15 to life and going crazy. And he got, and the funny part about that is that the celly that I got right after him, this motherfucker had got caught in New York. They had caught him for like, they put like this. When he walked in the cell, I was like, bro, here goes some toothpaste, some deodorant and shit. I got you. It's all good. I don't know how long you going to be here, but it's all good. That motherfucker handed me his booking papers. That motherfucker said 3 murders and 1 attempt. I was like, nigga, what did you do? Come to find out, I ain't gonna go into that case because that's. But come to find out, they had caught this motherfucker in New York hiding in a ceiling and transported his ass all the way back. And the first cell they put him in was my cell. And this nigga's name, man, this nigga, I can't even say his name, but this nigga used to be walking circles in the cell like this, mad, flashing about shit that he did. And I'm 18. That was probably some of the most uncomfortable shit I experienced.
For real, dog. That's crazy, Dirt.
At 18, this nigga used to do the Boys in the Hood in the cell. I'm talking about be pacing like this because he used to beat his girl. And it was coming back. Them demons from him beating on his girl and shit used to come back and haunt him on top of these senseless murders that he just did, kicking in this fucking dope spot, trying to rob everybody, and they was just supposed to rob it. This nigga kicked in the door, laying shit down, and it wasn't supposed to go like that. So he feeling all the pressure from that. This nigga used to be walking in the cell, just start swinging at the ear like, I did what I do. I used to be like, bro, this shit is too much. Is it day room time yet? Let me out.
Boy, like Debo on Friday, man, I've been tripped out. I've been having trouble sleeping with him, honestly.
That nigga, when I moved, I went to the branch, but this nigga ate his own dookie. They put it. This nigga ate. That's the original. Eats his own dookie.
For no reason.
Original. But he did it to play crazy. But they were starting to believe that he was. But the funny fucking part is that he was emotionally unstable, and my first celly was emotionally unstable. These motherfuckers met up and made them cellies. How you think that turned out?
Oh my God, somebody got to go, man. That's wild. How did it turn out? Were they all right or not?
He punked my old celly. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 100, right? I didn't know like politics and shit. Now, looking back, I probably still would have been like, I'm gonna move. This nigga used to walk around in his drawers, right? County jail, all you got is your jumpsuit and your drawers. So this nigga be in the cell walking around and the motherfuckers looking like Plucky Duck in this motherfucker. And nobody really said nothing to me like, bro, like that ain't cool. I didn't know. I'm young. I'm just coming from juvenile hall to here. I don't know. This is my first long-term celly. That motherfucker, but the crazy Brazy, I'm gonna just say his name. Brazy. When that nigga Brazy moved in the cell with that nigga said, "Blood, we are not doing this walking around in your drawers." That nigga was like, "Nigga, it's my cell. I do what the fuck I want." Nigga, they tore that motherfucker up so bad that in the county jail, the police hit the button from the fishbowl. Bing. They heard the motherfuckers in there rumbling so bad they didn't even get to the cell. They just let the door open.
Wow.
And the motherfucker spilled out to the day room. But that was when crazy meets crazy. And you know what? I never told nobody that shit, but that motherfucker Sally Bill was crazy motherfucker, but crazy was crazier.
I got a story for you if you want to hear county jail that I never told. I'll do a whole video on my channel about it. Honestly, listen, there was a white dude. He was from Santa Fe, and that's the place in around here where the white guys come when nobody really likes them. They're like usually Klan and racists and hillbillies and shit. So they get dogged out in our county jail every time. I ain't gonna lie. This dude here, I knew his brother. His brother lived in Texas City, so we talked to him, and he was all right. You know what I'm saying? Just come up there, maybe with a cup of coffee, chill 5 minutes. But then one day to me and said, "Tim, my cellmate's stealing my shit, bro." He said, "I know he's been eating my stuff, man. I can just tell. I'm low on peanut butter and I ain't ate none." He said, "My juice is gone." He said, "I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. I'm fixing. Look," he said, "I'm finna do something to this food." And I said, "What you gonna do, dog?" He said, "Man, you'll see. Just wait and find out." And I'm like, "Man, this dude ain't finna do shit." I'm literally thinking he's not gonna do a damn thing. Dude's eating this shit for a reason. You know what I mean? Now, Dirk, look, about 2 nights later, we hear that same noise. Boom, 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 boom. Shit going crazy. And then the lights come on in the pod. Like the cops here and they're coming. You feel me?
Yeah.
So when the lights come on, they pull him out and they're both leaking on the face, bloody. You can tell they didn't have a badass night. So when they bring him out, they bring the white dude over here and put him by like the corner. They bring the black dude over here and I can hear him because he's by my door. And the cops say, "Why y'all even fighting?" You won't believe what he said, bro. I don't want to hand something to believe. Listen, he say, "Because the man bust a nut in his peanut butter and I ate it."
Damn.
Yeah, think about that. So look, Derek said, "What'd you just say?" He said, "Man, he did it in his peanut butter and I just ate some, man. And when I found out I couldn't help but fight." You know, like literally the white dude,
hey.
The white dude ejaculated in his peanut butter, stirred it up, and waited in the middle of the night for the black dude to start eating, and then told him, "Hey, you just ate my baby."
Oh shit! Hey, that's just like when the motherfuckers used to always come and try to borrow my clippers, and I told them I shave my nuts with my clippers.
See, that'll stop that, won't it?
Yes, then one of the motherfuckers wanted to fight me. As soon as I found out which one, I was in his face like, "What's up, man? You got a problem with me and what I do with my clippers?"
With my own shit.
Yeah, no, that's my shit.
Bro, this guy here let him eat it and like literally told him afterwards, "You just ate my babies, bro." You know what I'm saying? And dude took off on him and then didn't even barely win the fight. Like they both were leaking and messed up. But here's the deal. So he said, literally, you're admitting to stealing the man's shit. They took the black dude in lockdown and let the white guy stay. You know what I'm saying? Because he said, "Man, I was just defending myself." He caught him stealing and defending myself. And then when he stayed, he had to fight about 2 more people the next day, the dude's homeboys. Like he literally should have just got out of there too. By the end of the next day, he was destroyed, man. And he was the one getting stole from.
I know in juvenile hall, I was known as a writer. Like that was my title because I'd take off on you, all the shit. So by the time I hit the county jail, I still had, because I learned the element of surprise. So I still had that killer instinct, but these is grown ass men now. These grown ass men, but I remember I gave a motherfucker a 2 for 1. Y'all used to do that shit, right? Do a 2 for 1.
What do you mean?
Give me double back at store. I'll give you 1 candy bar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
This motherfucker had the nerve to tell me, "Oh, yeah, don't worry about that shit." I'm like, "Man, you just went to the store with my shit." And he said, "Oh, yeah. Don't even worry about that little shit." I was like, "Oh, this nigga about to rob me?" Oh, shit. My celly was sitting in the cell with the other homie. All they just see is my young ass walk in, politely get a couple bars of soap, give him a couple socks, tie that motherfucker up, And they was like, hold on, blood, hold on. What the fuck is going on? I'm like, this nigga said he ain't about to pay me my 2 for 1. I'm about to get on this shit. They was like, wait, hold on, man. And they went, whatever they did, that motherfucker came back and slid my 2 candy bars like, shh.
I bet he did. You thought you passed that test. I bet nobody tried that shit no more, did they? You gonna pay that motherfucker. You gonna
give me my 2 Snickers.
Yeah. Hey, about 2 weeks before I showed up to Beaumont over there, the guy got hit in the head 37 times with a padlock on a laundry loop. And check it out. He had dreadlocks that were probably 10 years old, and that's what saved his ass. Literally, it was like absorbing some of the blows. He was knotted up 37 times, but he literally took a guy in his cell and gave him a kiss and said, "You're about to be my bitch." The guy, they fought in the cell. Listen, they fought in the cell, and the dude he kissed and lost bad. Like, he literally kissed him and beat him up bad. And he said, "Yeah, you still gonna be my bitch." And the dude was like, "Whatever, man." And for some reason, the guy that did all that went and sat down at the computer and started trying to type an email because they got the computers in there, and turned his back to the man. The man came and got him 37 times, dog. I said, nobody stopped it. They were both from Louisiana, and there was only one other Louisiana man in there. And he said, "Hey, with that happening, they deserve to do that." You know what I mean? Like, nobody would break it up because they were all different cars 37 times. They said the dude just started like flopping on the ground like a fish. But I showed up a couple weeks later and could barely even tell he got hit 37 times. It was crazy because the hair was covering up the lumps and knots and shit, and he was just walking around normal a couple weeks later.
Look. Hey, you want to hear? I ever tell you about Killer Ray? This story right here. Man, you must got me. Hey, you must got me in a talkative mood today, Tim. I appreciate that.
You got that good weed, that's all.
That's it. That's that good. But this story right here, man. So in like 1995, right? I called myself selling dope, right? I'm a tennis shoe hustler because basically I'm selling dope just to get shoes, and then I gotta get another double up and some fast food and all that shit. So anyhow, this dude Killer Ray, I come fresh to the spot. I got 3 fat slugs. I done got double. I got blessed for my $20 with this 3 fat slugs. So I pull up to the spot, and the nigga Killer Ray come up. He like, "You got some dope? You got some dope?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." He was like, "All right, come on. I got a sell for you." I follow this motherfucker. Yeah, and I know how it sounds. I follow this motherfucker to the back this way. He went to the house. He told, "Here, give me here." I put it in his hand. This motherfucker I'm waiting for about 15 minutes. This motherfucker do not come out the apartment. Finally, about 15 minutes plus 1, this motherfucker come out. He said, "Here go your shit back. They ain't want it." I look at the slugs. These motherfuckers it looked like man, it was soap. It was soap with salt on it. That's how I said. I looked at him and looked at him. I said, "This ain't what I gave you." And he said, "Little nigga, that's what I gave you. No, that's what I gave you." I was like, all right. That motherfucker, he robbed me. I got licked. Yes, I got licked. Damn. By the OG. This is an OG Crip nigga from 29.
We had somebody like that. Wow.
But check me out though. So then one day, this motherfucker coming to the same dope spot, except this time he trying to sell me some shit. But this time he trying to guerrilla sell. How are you gonna guerrilla sell me something? And I'm in a G ride, which is a stolen car. This motherfucker trying to stick the dope in there. Man, fuck with me, youngster. I just had flashbacks like this motherfucker robbed me. I stepped on the gas, rolling his ass over. I looked in the rear view. His ass was rolling in the mirror. So that was that. So then one day I'm in the county jail, right? And I seen him. This nigga was in the PC side, right? And I was on the GP side, but we on the chain gang. He on a separate shit. And I seen him. I was like, "Killer motherfucker Ray." That motherfucker said, "You don't know me." I said, "Yeah, I do. You the motherfucker stole my motherfucking dope." The OG that was next to him said, "Oh shit, let me give you a little space." Right. Oh, Spanky. He said, "Let me give you a little space." So anyhow, that nigga moved. That nigga slid on side of the wall. That was that. Next thing you know, I say about 4 years later, I'm on a level 4 180, which is the worst of the worst one. And I'm hearing this story about the homie Goldie that beat a nigga up. So the Goldie tell me the story. He in the vent. We're in the vent. I could talk down to him. He was like, "Nigga, that motherfucker Killer Ray was doing some J-Cat ass shit. He said, man, Dirt, you don't understand. He said, I beat him, Dirt. He said, I beat him, and then I got to beating him. I started grinding on him. Like I was dry humping on him. I was like, blood, are you serious? He was like, yeah, I don't know. He said, I don't understand where it came from, but I just wanted to humiliate him to the lowest compound. I said, I was like 21, 22. I'm like, I have never heard nothing like this in my life. Goldie, you are not normal.
Man, that's evil right there. That's hilarious. He didn't even know where that demon come from, but man.
He said, he said, I don't know, Dirt. It just came. I don't know. I just had to dry hump on, man. And I was
hilarious,
like,
bro.
Hey.
You know what I did when we was young? We did it probably 2 different times, man. We would make us some fake. I'm talking about 12 years old. Make us some fake dope. Go to the other hood at night, ride around, and then just get it off real quick. Mess up everybody's pipe. You have them all mad as hell. Then the dudes in the real hood be ready to kill us and shit. One time my brother literally had to go back and just pay everybody, dog. They were like, man, we're fixing to kill your little brother. He said, man, he's only 12, man. Don't do no shit like that. He came back and issued out a bunch of real shit and money and was like, man, leave him alone, and beat my ass, dog. That was one of the best ass whoopings I ever got. I was 12 years old. Like, and I deserved it.
I ain't never heard nobody say it like that.
Oh,
that
man.
was one of the best whoopings I ever got. We be like, that was the worst whooping I ever got. That nigga said that was the best whooping I ever got.
You know, because the next time I tried it, they was gonna kill me, man. Them people don't play. You know, they use that same pipe all day, every day. They messed up their whole night, man. And literally, I didn't know what I was doing. I was thinking what you were saying. We was going to do it for some fast food and some beer, dog. How about that? I'm finna get my ass killed. Now, you know, that's the type of shit that your big brother gotta tell you, don't do it. You know,
you want to know some real shit? Like when you first, out here with the crack era, for my era was like 94, 95 for the teenagers. But we looked up to the real ballers. The real ballers came from like the 80s and the early 90s. Them motherfuckers right there. Hey, so our lessons was later. Now, I remember one time, I did not understand, like, if you let me juke in your house, I'm supposed to I'm supposed to pay you, right?
Right.
Do you know, I guess, you know, I must have agreed and didn't know, but this smoker back then, we call them base heads of smokers, came and knocked on my mama door and said, your son owes me some money. My mom came and told me, she said, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you owe that lady, you need to pay that lady what you owe her. I was like, I'm like, the smoker went and told my mama I owed her some money.
Damn, I can tell you, that's brutal. But look, what happened to me one time, and I'm lucky like hell. I didn't have nothing on me, anything else. We were at the apartments at my partner's house, literally just pulling up, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. And the Delphine lady ran out and said, "Yo, let me borrow $5. Let me borrow $5." And I told her, man, if you don't get your dumb ass away from me, I don't got nothing for you, man. Every time I see you, you ask me for $5. And I usually would give it to her, but at that time I just was in a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? She had kids and shit. Well, she literally went in, called 911, and said we had some dangerous shit going on in the parking lot. Like 6 cops swarmed us up, man. What are y'all doing? What's going on? Searching us, checking the cars and shit. And this lady done called 911 on us, just hoping we had something. And we literally said, man, we're not even doing that. We're not fighting with no drugs, not smoking. Cops like, I think we got a false report on this one. It was bad, but that's how they'll do you. They'll tell your mama or call 911 on you. It sucks, man. That drug game in the streets is ugly, ain't it, man?
Yeah. Glad I left it behind.
Hey, when I was 12 years old, my mama's house got raided on the Houston news, bro. Did I ever tell you about that?
Hell nah.
Yeah. Give me this story here. Give me 2 seconds. Let me fill up her cup. Hold on.
On the Houston news. This ought to be fun. Sean Philly, what's up, Chris? I see you, Skylar.
My bad, Dirt. Hey, listen. When I was 12, I was literally laying in my bed. It was probably about 4 in the morning. I was still asleep. I had to go to school that morning. And let me back up. I was 12 and my brother was 17. And he was still staying with my mama part-time, but he was hiding all his dope and shit in his bedroom and his closet and everything. Then he'd go out serve and stay with the fiends and shit. He just didn't, basically using for a stash house. My daddy found out and got his shit one day, threw it away. He ended up getting rid of all of it. My brother was sick. So I told him, man, just leave it in my closet. They'll never look in here. You know what I mean? So he was stashing up shit up in my closet. I'd hide it for him and stuff. With about 4 a.m., the cops came beating on the fucking door. My mom had just left for work, dog. Like about 2 minutes before that. Just walked out, told my daddy, bye, see you later. They come knocking on the door. My dad thought it was my mom coming back, forgot her keys or something. You know what I'm saying? So he opened the door. When he opened the door, they bum rush him in and lay him down with the machine guns and shit. And all he could see was a bright light. Literally, the light was so bright he couldn't even see who the officers was, nothing. Damn. They go up in the side room and get my brother out, pull him out. Run in the back room, they got to clear the house. They run in the back room, and I'm just a little kid sleeping in my bed. I look up, and they shut the door and just go out. They literally had an arrest warrant, not a search warrant. You know what I'm saying? They were just coming for the man. That's it. So when they see me, they leave out. I said, what the fuck? This happened. I thought it was my daddy or somebody playing with a flashlight. I get up, and he's just shook. He's like, man, they just took your brother, man. And I was like, who was it? He said, I don't even know. He said, literally, this is like, I don't know if it was jackers or police or what. He said, they didn't show me no ID, no paperwork, no nothing. They just came and got him. Now he's gone. And I was like, wow. I said, you need to call the police department or something, just at least find out who it was. Like, did y'all just come get my son? You know what I mean? And he called the local non-emergency number and said, hey, did y'all just raid my house? And they laughed at him and said, of course we did. What the fuck are you on? They thought he was high or something. He just didn't know, he was so confused. But they ended up taking, it was only 2 guys from our city, ended up taking him down to the local police department, interviewing my brother, dog. When they interviewed him, it was a guy from Fox 26 in Houston. It was a show called City on the Seas. We had a Houston version of Cops. They asked my brother, they said, what do you think about this case, man? Are you worried about it? And my brother said, man, I'm not worried about this dumb shit. I'm just trying to make bond and go eat breakfast, man. This is some bullshit. And when he said that, like literally the entire Houston seen this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like him not give a fuck. Him say, I'm just trying to make bond and go get breakfast. It embarrassed the local cops, made him damn near like a street legend around here. Everybody was laughing at the white dude that said that shit. But it also allowed him to get so many more new plugs and people wanted to come fuck with him because they seen who he was and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it elevated his street game to another level, dog. But that entire week after that, they kept, because my brother had a big scar on his face and they called him Scarface. He literally had a legit big scar. So they were zooming in on his scar, trying to make him look all bad and shit and thuggish. But that week,
can you find the footage?
Man, I can't find. I don't know. There's people around here that still remember it, but it's from so long ago. Maybe I can call the station and ask them. You know what I mean? To pay for it. You think I could?
They probably got archives.
I know they do. I found some old episodes on YouTube before, but I can't find that one. I need to start really searching for it. But anyway, there was another guy here named Merv that was on there. But bro, that was just like insane. The teachers still cared about me and would ask for homework and shit like that. After they seen that, they never once again even worried about my homework or my grades and nothing. They just totally said, fuck this boy. He's fucked. It changed everything. It was weird.
Was that when they took him? Or that just was that charge?
What actually had happened, bro, is about a week before that, there was a cat in our city that got caught with some rocks. And he went around to about 15 different people that he knew and bought dope for the cops. You know what I'm saying? Going in there with a marked $100 bill. They had caught my brother with that marked $100 bill, got him. He was fresh out on bond, and they unsealed an indictment on him right then for another delivery and came and got him. So he ended up going to, that was when he was like 17. He ended up having to go to that prison boot camp shit. Y'all ever had a prison boot camp out there in California?
They call it like the Boys Ranch.
I always hear about that. I don't know what that is. What's the Boys Ranch?
Like if you messing up in juvenile hall, placements don't work initially. It's like right before YA.
Okay, now this is straight adults, and it was It was, I think, a 90-day boot camp or a 6-month boot camp, something like. It was literally ex-military sergeants and drill sergeants, and they would drill your ass around. And it was a suspended sentence. Like they give you 6 years suspended sentence because you're going to boot camp. If you make it through the boot camp, then you finish out them years on probation or whatever papers. But if you mess up in the boot camp, they just drive you straight to prison and it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they call it ROP too.
Okay, I didn't know if y'all had that or not. I don't even think we have that anymore. They stopped that. That was some 90s shit.
I think they stopped it too, because rites of passage, they had it in Nevada, and I think they had one in Arizona. But I think there was hella complaints of child abuse and shit going on, and they shut the motherfuckers down.
So they were kids, yeah. Now we actually have one for kids here now that was called I don't know what it was called. It was like this boot camp down at the juvenile justice place. And you know what's crazy? I did not want to do that no matter what. I said I would go to jail. They literally would have them fools carrying big ass tires and marching with the tires out there, dog, and doing crazy shit like logs on their back, running up and down the road. And when I seen that, I said, man, this shit's crazy. There ain't no way. I'd rather go to jail.
Y'all got some prehistoric ass shit y'all do in Texas. Put a motherfucker in a box. How you gonna make a claustrophobic motherfucker? What are they gonna do with that if you try to put him in the box and he loses his mind?
Just let you lose your mind.
See, that's that shit.
I'll tell you, man, that field squad is the worst thing ever. I think it's what other states have it? I know Louisiana goes field squad and Texas goes field squad, and maybe that's it. Like you're literally the farm tractor. You're the tractor. You know what I mean? They'll take a whole fleet of inmates into some woods and tell them chop them down by hand without a saw. And they give you one of them garden hoes. Flat weed, they call it flat weeding. You're gonna come out and just flat weed and just do some shit. You know what I mean? It's work for no reason. It's stupid. Then you don't get paid for it.
All right, Tim. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man.
Yes, sir. I might go live on my channel a little while. What you doing later? You gonna be around?
I don't know yet.
How was that sure. Before you go, how was that last night at the restaurant? Was everything cool for your anniversary?
Nice, expensive.
How much you had to spend?
Probably about $210.
Oh man, that's a lot, man. I ain't gonna lie. Was it worth it? It was good food.
Shit, everybody got filet mignon and crab legs and prawns. Shit.
Hey, you too. Man, okay.
It was worth every penny.
That's what's up, man. Tell Dream we said hi. Happy anniversary, brother. I'll catch y'all later.
Yes, sir.
All
right, y'all. Hopefully catch y'all tonight. 7. If not, catch y'all in the morning, man. Appreciate everybody came through on this live. Everybody dropped super chat, all that good stuff. Good shout out Tim Snow, shout out Nick coming through, Big Bad, and all the rest. Holla at y'all later. 30. Go.